You just need to click on whatever.
Yeah.
So.
It's a wow.
It's fine. Cool. Okay.
Is it just rockets?
We're live.
Yeah, hey guys, what's up? How are you? Welcome to Thando Tabete's live on Facebook. If you have any friends right now that you know are huge Thando Tabete fans, please get them to tune in and listen right now. We're out at Rockets in Bryanston with, of course, Thando Tabete. My name's Carissa, and we're here with super fans.
Yay!
Now's the time to make some noise.
It's so serious. It's like we're at a meeting.
Let loose. Well, yeah, just breathe and have a good time. Okay, we're gonna go through a couple of things and make sure that Thando does bear all. We're gonna get to know her really, really well. So get your questions ready. But for now, though, we are gonna get into
A recap.
yes.
How many episodes has it been?
We're halfway through Thando Bears All. There've been
Yeah.
8 episodes. We've officially hit the 4th one.
Yeah.
Tonight's the 5th. So before we get there,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from you, Thando. How did you find, like, from week 1 through to week 4?
I mean, the first episode was around body positivity.
Yeah.
If you guys remember, we had Lebogang Shasha. She had like big breasts that came out of nowhere. Then there was Jenna. Jenna, I think, was a bodybuilder.
Yeah, she was buff.
Which was awesome because it spoke about how it's okay for a woman to not fit the stereotype of what everybody thinks a woman should look like. Let's see who else can have
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, the whole episode was just about body positivity and loving yourself in the skin that you're in. I'm trying to remember Tulane. Oh, Tulane performed. She was the guest. How amazing was she?
It's crazy. She's probably still a teenager. She's
Yeah,
like
she's-
90.
Yeah, she won SS Got Talent.
She's so
She
incredible.
was like a kid then.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the second influence was around style. We had Catherine Grenfell, who I worked with at 5. She's got like tattoos
Everywhere.
Like if she likes something, she tattoos it onto her body. And everyone's like, what are you doing? And she embraces it as how she expresses herself.
We also had Tamara Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant at the time. She was pregnant at the time, if you remember. But looked stunning as well.
Did you see her dancing on stage?
Oh, yeah,
though?
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, at how many months pregnant she's getting down?
Yeah,
Yes.
and she was, of course, our performance as well. Did you guys like that?
Yes, we did. So much.
Okay. Really?
Wow, super fans.
Then we had Kutira Kekane, who's half of Kutira and George. They were in, I forget where now, but they were doing a fashion week overseas. So they like international. They're doing incredible things.
I
so
love
we,
their
yeah,
designs.
they're incredible. Then we had naturism versus nudism, which is one of my. Do you guys watch the show with your parents?
Yes, I do. Yes.
No.
How was
I
that
watched it
reaction?
around 2 a.m. so I watched it.
So when they sleep in, why?
Because when Thando Bears All plays, usually they're watching something else. news
Oh,
or
okay,
something.
so you have to
On
catch
a
up
Saturday
later.
night.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
with my parents.
And you watch it?
Yes,
with your
I watched it
parents?
with my brother and my sister actually.
And when you saw the naturism and nudism episode, did you not like it?
No.
No?
Would you
passionate to
consider?
talk about these things. And
How old are you?
I am 23.
Okay, so would you be like a nudist?
No.
No.
I would,
Why?
because
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Woo,
We're starting young.
Because I feel like I want to embrace my body because I have a beautiful body.
Yes, girl. You do own it. And you guys?
Well, I would do it because I'm a model.
Okay.
But now I've been in the couple twice, but then I really love to do some nude categories.
Okay.
Just to show people that you shouldn't be ashamed of your body.
Exactly.
And no matter how many scars you have in your body.
You're
it's-
beautiful.
Yes.
And you?
Well, I don't think I would personally, but I do love it. In general. I do love other women being critical about the body,
Yeah.
but myself, I don't think I would.
Are you more of an observer than
Yeah.
like a participator?
I remember
And I'm a big supporter. Like,
I did a shoot, a nude shoot.
I had the picture.
You have the picture?
After Thando.
Tell us about that.
That was, it was actually so
courage.
nice. No, I was like, where do I take my clothes off? I was happy to have my clothes off. Funny enough, that's very weird. And there were like lots of people around.
Yeah.
Or ladies though.
Okay. At least they were women,
Yeah,
right?
it was just women.
Yeah.
But I actually really liked it. So it's maybe, yeah, I was just like, also I guess it was a shoot with a purpose, so it wasn't just for no reason.
Even if it was.
I mean, yeah.
Comfortable in your own body and your own
Absolutely.
skin is very important.
Yeah.
Self-love is important.
And then we had Superpowers, which was probably one of my favorite episodes. Lerato Mvelase, who is an actress, she's also a musician. She's also a sangoma. So we're speaking about what that's like. And actually yesterday I saw a post from Somizi on Instagram, and he was just speaking about how he's thanking his ancestors. And for the longest of time, it's something I think black people didn't speak about openly or felt like ashamed about. He took like a picture, like he gives his ancestors like marshmallows. His ancestors get marshmallows and like choice assorted. It was like, oh, your ancestors are kind of going on. Like, and then who else? Sorry, this keeps talking. And then you had Jade. Jade, remind me. Yes, so Jade has a terminal illness, and she basically was just speaking about how she's still so positive about life, and we all have problems or whatever. But when you meet Jade, you're just like, whoa, actually, what am I complaining about? Because people have, you know, so much more going on. Jillian was the mentalist, so he's like it's like magic, but like not magic.
And I remember the time he made you actually, he draw.
Yes.
That was
What was going through your mind as he was getting you right? As he showed you.
I don't
what
know.
were
You
thinking
know,
was on
we
the
come
page?
across so many people like who have all sorts of superpowers, like psychics or whatever, and you take them with a pinch of salt. Just like I don't know. But then when he drew the right thing, I'm just like, whoa, that's a little bit freaky.
Right?
Yeah, but it was
He got
awesome.
it spot on.
He did. It was awesome.
A
And
little
it's
bit
nice that
scary.
you could see as he was drawing it.
Yeah.
And it's not like Thando did see and I just asked him,
Yeah.
what's on your mind?
Yeah.
But he say like a tree.
Yeah.
And boom, there was it. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Okay, cool. So I want to switch over to you guys. You've heard from Thando what her favorite bits of the episodes were. So now all of you get a chance to ask at least one question that's burning at your heart that probably got you here in the first place. Which side should we start? Who's more excited to go? Over here? Go
Actually,
first.
I want to know what inspired Thando to go about this show in the first place. Like, what's the whole concept behind Thando Baseball?
So I'm a huge TLC fan. Like if you watch like My 60 Pound Life, you watch you know all these shows, you're like, oh my gosh, which is what you know TLC does. It gives you it gives you those OMG moments. But it always was so far away from South Africa or Africa as a whole, because it would be like English people or American people, and it's nice to see that actually we've got. I don't want to say weird, but we've got people who like live lives differently, and we're not as conservative as the world or even us South Africans pretend to be. So it was nice to bring it back home and to meet people that you can relate to and touch and feel. You know.
Thank you for the great show, by the way.
Thanks for watching.
I'm a fan, obviously. I'm a loyal fan, by the way.
I'm glad you got the seat next to Thando.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, from Cupido to
Yes.
Oh, man. Cool. Who's next? Who else wants to ask a question?
I want to ask.
Okay.
My question will basically be on the name, Thando Baseball. You know, the name is not just a general name that you just think about, that you're just going to be sitting with Thando and then she's going to be asking you questions.
It sounds like I'm gonna get naked.
Yes. So I just want to understand.
That's the idea. Get them excited.
That's the thing, because it created this hype that, okay, am I going to see Thando nude? Am I going to see pictures of her in bras? Really? But then when I actually saw the real show, it was like, she's actually talking to people, talking about body positivity, but the name is like, okay, there's actually more to this. So I just want to understand what actually inspired the name, Thando Baseball.
Sure. I mean, it's people bearing it all. It's people, speaking their truths, whether it's body positivity, whether, it's difficulties in their own lives. It's not just a talk show where, we smile and we giggle. It's, fickle and we look pretty and, hair on fleek, brows on fleek. No. It's real conversations. Although I mean,
Thando's been looking fabulous.
and so have you.
Oh, thank you.
It's just about people speaking their truths,
Yeah.
which is something I think South Africans and Africans needed. It's a platform where people can watch something and they can feel like it's genuine, it's real, and they can identify with it. So I think that was the idea.
And what did it actually take you to have this show? Okay. I want to ask.
How did I get the show?
Yes, how did you get to the part of this show? Actually?
So as well, we were doing TLC's Next Great Presenter with Carissa, which she won. And I met with the amazing guys at TLC. It was an idea that they came about actually, and it came to life.
And all your hard work that has gone before that.
Well,
that's
thank
put you in the
And
position.
I'm actually proud of that.
Yes.
You've inspired a lot of people out there, including myself. So one day,
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last question
Last
from
question.
you.
Last question. Oh, Thando, you're so beautiful. And I love everything about the show. But I want to ask, what are your hopes and dreams for this show? Where would you like to? What impact would you like to see?
Well, firstly, we have 8 episodes with the first season, so hopefully we get another one that's longer, because the show feels too short, doesn't it?
It is.
Like
That's why I watch it 3 times.
yeah, you need like an hour,
You need like
to
an
kind of
hour,
digest
yes.
Get into,
and to
yeah.
get into the proper conversation. So we're speaking for longer periods of time. So that's one thing. And again, it's Thando based on it's having real conversations with real people and opening up conversations like this, because I think a lot of the time we like to keep things on the surface and not get into the essence of whatever it is that we're talking about. Yeah.
Cool. So I want to turn the focus back to you and ask you a couple of questions, right? What has been the best part for you about hosting your own talk show?
Well, first it's on TLC, so we're all over Africa. International, honey. Secondly, like I said, I met. I was gobsmacked. Like, you guys think you're shocked. Like, you meet people, and even like before we start shooting, you have conversations. And just like, wow. You'll see with, I think it's tonight's episode. It's about age gap, and you just like, how? Like, he's twice your age.
How does this work?
Yeah, and it's so easy to judge. I mean, even the one episode with the girl who is a stripper. And it's easy to judge people on the surface without knowing who they are, what their stories are. So I think the best part was really getting to meet people that live a completely different life from mine, and getting an insight into the decisions they make and the reasons they live their lives.
Yeah, and I think that's really important, because often, I think South Africans are still very conservative, and we are conservative because we don't reach out, and get to know people who are different from us. So I think the show plays such a pivotal part in that as well. Now the show is quite content driven, right?
Yes.
And I want to know from you, what sort of message are you hoping to land with the youth of South Africa?
I think, my whole approach with the show was to have it, I think, like how we're sitting now. It must feel like an extension of your friends. Like you could be, in that season having those conversations, because that's when people, start to open up, when you just speak.
Yeah.
You don't speak over people, you speak to people. And I think that was my biggest thing with the whole show.
And she does it so well. Can we get a round of applause for that? So you are a hard-working woman. I call you a media maven because you pretty much conquered every medium. You're on TV, acting, you're doing presenting, you're on radio, you know what I mean? You've got also the netball thing that you have going on. So I want to know what motivates you to keep working hard.
Sure, it's so easy when you love what you do. Like, I don't know, I really don't have an answer to that.
Yeah.
It's you just wake up and it doesn't feel like work. And again, you wake up, you get to meet incredible people. You wake up, you get to make people laugh if you're on the radio. And sometimes I'm not in the mood, or I'm having a bad day, but I get to work, and even for me, it's therapeutic.
Yes.
Like, your job is to make people happy, but in the process, you make yourself happy as well.
Yeah. I love that about radio too. Okay, last question from this side. How would you define success? And do you think that you've arrived at the pinnacle point of success in your life?
I think success is whatever. I think a lot of the time we attach monetary value to success.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you like money. But whatever you feel is what success is for you. And we always look at, I remember I used to benchmark success against money, or against what is out there, what you're doing out there. And sometimes people are doing things and silently doing whatever it is that they're doing, and that's fine. So, in the times of social media, we believe we need to do things to impress people.
Or even an age thing, at a certain age.
Yeah,
I
I
have to achieve this.
there's that. Drake released his album yesterday, and there's the one song I listened to. He says he knows something like he knows a girl that travels the world and will take pictures, but then not post some to save them for later, so it looks like she's still traveling.
Wow.
I'm just like, how sad can that be?
That's a lot of effort.
It is a lot of effort. So a lot of the time we let other people decide whether we're successful or not based on how they react to our lives. So as long as you're happy and you feel like you'll reach whatever you want to reach, that's fine. So, but no, I haven't reached one. Yes.
I just want to find out from being a club DJ, radio host, an actress and everything like that, like how do you manage to live a normal life? Like how do you juggle?
I mean,
Are you living a normal life, Thando?
I mean, normal is relative.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah.
So it's become my normal. The DJing thing was a bit of an adjustment because like sometimes you get home at 8 and then you must take a nap because you're only playing at like 3. And then you must wake up at 2 and you just want to cry. But then you kind of get used to it after a while. It's just, yeah. Again, if you love what you do.
Well, we've got a couple of people obviously tuned in on Facebook Live. Hey guys, Linda Rose Subinde saying, I'm a big fan, I love you girl. That's for you, Thando. Also, Mapula Taylor saying, looking good. Zui Nirango. Mzwiza Nirango. Wow, I'm sorry. I
out
butchered
in
your
Zambia.
name, right? Hey from Zambia. And also got Ashni Munalal saying, love you sister, keep up the great job. Proud of putting TLC on the map.
Maybe you've got someone that. Are you live there? Do you want to tell us the questions?
Any questions so far?
Or do you want me to? You can give us the phone.
It's just comments. Yeah. If you guys do have any questions, please go ahead and ask Thando right now because this would be the ideal opportunity, okay? Thando, I also want to know, right? You are a woman. You're a woman of color as well in South Africa. What sort of, and I know you sent the message to the youth, but especially for women, I mean, we have a couple here right now and you are like their heroes. They are super fans. What sort of thing would you tell a young girl who's also aspiring to do what you do?
Don't take no for an answer, but also be realistic in whatever it is that you want to do and be honest with yourself. Hopefully surround yourself with people that are honest with you. Be honest with what you're able to do, but be relentless. Once you've found that thing that you want to do, be unforgiving in chasing it. Like just go and don't let anyone tell you.
Have you had any no's?
Oh, honey. Many no's.
Yeah?
Too many no's.
How did you get over them?
I don't know. They actually didn't bother me.
Yeah?
I don't know. So, you know when you like, when it's like, oh, you're saying no. Okay.
You missed out.
Yeah, not even you missed us. It almost became, a source of fuel. So if you say no, you're just firing yourself.
Motivated even
Absolutely.
more, right?
It's good self-image.
Yeah.
It's good. I always took Thando that she has a very good self-image.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Thank you, man.
The strength, you can feel it,
Strength.
right?
I can.
I have one last minute question.
Okay.
Go for it, please.
Oh, I just want to know, like, you being a successful career woman, did you ever think on a single day to mentor young girls?
I mean, to be honest with you, what does mentor mean?
Like, obviously there's young girls, including myself, who look up to you and wish to be like you someday. So,
But you mustn't. You must be like you.
no, I'm still getting to that.
Okay.
Part. Obviously, I like to my genuine self.
Yeah.
But I just want to know the fundamentals of being like, I don't know how to put this, guys. But yeah.
No, ask what you ask.
You got time. It's fine.
We got all the time. Relax.
No, I just want to get in the foundation of having a bright future. Like how you go about that. Like
I think what a lot of young people do is they feel like everyone owes them something. You know what I mean? And not in a bad way, but in the sense that you can't wait for me to mentor you for you to be great. You know? Because Thando's living her damn life with her 20 jobs. But you know what your goal is. And in a time of social media, Google, you've got the world in your fingertips. And yeah, sure, I'm happy to do that. And I mean, if you want to come through at my radio show, come watch what we do, by all means. But don't let that be what's hindering you from doing what you need to do.
You can't wait. You know what I mean? Otherwise, the world's going to move on. You're going to be 45.
And you're busy following me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it should be an inspiration, not as I want to be Thando.
But she inspires
as an
me. That's what I was
inspiration.
trying
Yeah.
to say. Yeah.
Inspiration.
You want to ask me a question?
Yeah. Another thing is, and also another thing is that I feel like at your age you've done a lot for yourself. That's why so many of us actually look up to you and be like, oh my God, Thando's life. But anyway, we don't really actually know the challenges that you go through. And I just wanted to ask, like, in terms of your age right now, where do you still see yourself in like 5-10 years? I mean, you've done a lot. You've acted. You've become a presenter, a radio presenter. Now you're on Thando, like an African episode that people love and watch so much. So I just want to understand, what is it? What's next for Thando from here?
The world, baby girl.
The world.
Talk about it.
Conquer the world.
Yeah. 100%. What was your question?
And how do you actually handle all the scandals that negative people have to say about you, not knowing who the real Thando talent is?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I know who I am. And the beauty is the more negative things people say to you or about you, the easier it becomes. Because you almost become numb to it all. So like initially you're like, oh my God, this is something. And then you cry yourself to sleep. And then you cry yourself a couple more times. And then eventually you're just like, actually, you've got 10 followers. Calm down.
Or 9. Like, talk about it. Okay, cool. One more question from Facebook Live. Hey Thandi, Langu says she wants to model for your lingerie brand.
Okay.
She says she has a booty.
Okay.
That will definitely complement
She must send her
your
pictures.
underwear.
She must send her pictures.
You hear that,
Send her
Thandi?
pictures.
Okay, send your pictures and Thando might just consider that booty. Got a question?
So I've got a few questions. Someone said, what keeps you motivated? Is it self-help books, friends, family? What keeps you going? What
I
keeps
think
Thando
definitely family.
Family.
Like family number one. I do what I do for my family.
Yeah.
And then I have another question. Were your parents always supportive of your career? And how do you explain something like media and entertainment to your parents? If this is
Yes,
something you want to
I
go
was
into?
very fortunate in that they were. I studied at Become Accounting. It wasn't because I was forced to. My mother was like, whatever you need to do, do what you need to. So, you know, she supported me, whatever. I mean, I'm sure in the back of her mind, she was like, I wish she would just get a job. But she was very supportive. But yeah, I would say go to school. Like, whatever it is that you want to do, just go to school.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. So tonight is the fifth episode of Thando Bears All. It's a really interesting one. I went to the streets to basically ask people, what is your age cap, right? How old would you go when it comes to dating people? And Thando obviously spoke to a couple of people in studio as well. What are you looking forward to tonight?
You are going to be so shocked. Your jaws are going to drop. It's those OMG TLC moments. And if you're dating like a guy or girl that's way older than you, you're going to feel better about your life. So I think everyone must watch it. It's going to be amazing.
Sure.
Yeah.
9 o'clock tonight on TLC Africa. Repeats will come afterwards. Thank you, Thando.
Thank you guys. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
super fans. This
And
has
thank
been
you for
amazing.
watching.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.